of responsibility,
Thank you. The first
of
frame.
expectation on
Ronnie
his shoulders. But in previous meetings with Rob Milkins, it has been, quite frankly, a procession. If you go on history and career achievement, this will be. But let me tell you, at his best, Milkins is a very talented snooker player.
Yeah, you're right, Phil. Extremely talented. Pure, natural talent. Doesn't spend a lot of time thinking about the shot. It basically gets down, points his cue, no waggles as it were, and strikes the ball. But when he's hot, he's very hot. He could reel off 4 frames in half an hour. But yeah, I'm like you. I think this match and possibly even this group could be a procession for O'Sullivan, but you never know. I think it'll determine how this first frame goes, I think, in terms of what sort of challenge Robert Milkins is going to put up. This is just a sort of tournament that Ronnie O'Sullivan loves to play in his group match. The last group match Thursday. So basically, if he wins this, it's a 4-day tournament. Well, 3 in fact, because he doesn't play tomorrow. If he wins the group, his semi-final will be Saturday. So I think it's the kind of tournament he loves.
And to prove your point, Hong Kong, where he triumphed recently, was also a 4-day event.
Now, even if Robert can get to this red, sort of the right corner, problems don't end there, because where's the cue ball going to go? It's going towards the bunch of reds. Might need to be kind of a hit and hope in terms of position. Yeah, that's what he's done. Gold ball cannon in the red. Lovely, that'll do. You could see that, I mean, you call that almost, it's a banana shot. You could see the cue ball arc when it hit the cushion to stay underneath the black. The red on the black cushion is possibly in the way in terms of playing position for the red. It's closest to the black, into the same pocket. Unavoidable cannon as it were, but he played it nicely, nice pace, and first chance for Robert Milkins. And you'll see the technique here. So just gets down, basically points the cue and delivers it. Totally natural.
9.
Actually, when he's playing well, he's very good fun to watch.
$16. 17. 24.
We can see from that the red will not pot to the green bag, so the one to middle This is a really acute angle. Not much to aim at. Made it
25.
look easy.
And that's the reason right there why it can be such a dangerous opponent. Absolutely wonderful pop. Not the best angle in the black, as you can see. You're going to have to manufacture something with the cue ball. That will do nicely.
32.
Of course, we focus on the fact he won the Gibraltar Open. That's what got him here. Won the tournament, let's face it, out of the blue. But this season, he's done pretty well. Beat Zhao Xintong, the UK champion, on the way to the last 16 of the European Masters. And then over in Belfast at the Northern Ireland Open, he beat John Higgins again on the way to the last 16.
35.
So he's got reason to be confident.
I remember a match he beat me in China. 5-0, something I think it was, and it was over in about 50 minutes. I just sat in my chair. Basically just blew me away with this kind of snooker he's playing at the moment.
$36.
That's not bad. I think there's a gap to get the tip of the cue through to the cue ball. Yeah, you can see it, so that's not a bad result. I think one of the things that's plagued his career, and maybe not, so he's not achieved as much as he might have, is I think concentration can be a problem.
42.
He has got the odd easy miss in him when you least expect it. Line up the plant here. But this is a wonderful
43.
start to this match. Exactly what he wanted. Get comfortable out there. Silence the crowd, as it were.
He has played O'Sullivan twice before on ITV. At the World Grand Prix of 2015 and 2018. Both resulted in O'Sullivan winning 4-0. But the possibility of a whitewash today is already quickly receding.
58. $59. $66. $67. $73. $74.
And this is why I said he was talented. It's the kind of thing he can do. And do against anyone.
Yeah, basically, it just looks like he's down the club, doesn't he?
Well, Milkins, 81. And the first frame.
When there's a 9-minute frame, you expect O'Sullivan to win it. In that case, it was against him. Milkins off to a flyer. This packed crowd at the University of Bolton Stadium have come to see the incomparable Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Thank you.
But I
The
didn't see a
second
lot of
frame.
him in the first frame.
Rob Milkins to break.
Rob Milkins making a break of 81. Looked right up for this.
Yeah, he doesn't look the most focused, does he, Ronnie? Sat in his chair, to be fair, but a lot of the times he can look disinterested and then just turn it on when he gets to the table, so you can't really judge much by that, but it didn't look to be too, as we would say, up for it. Decent break off from Milkins. May have forced Ronnie into taking this red on.
Now that's the kind of mystery shot that sometimes embeds itself in Milkins' game, and you wonder how.
One.
That's about as good as you can strike a cue ball. That mid-range pot.
Five. Six.
Couldn't disguise surprise O'Sullivan with the way the cue ball reacted swiftly off the two cushions there. He was perfectly okay for position, but he'll note that.
30. 14.
'Just looking to see if there's a red that's close to the bunch available to right corner. He may choose to play that now because it possibly bring another
21.
couple of reds into play and still be on the black.
22.
That was a good lesson in break building for anyone watching there. He had the obvious red, but he played for the one that was going to develop one or two others. So you're always thinking ahead when you're break building.
29. 30.
He's got two reds either side that go to either corner pocket. I mean, he could play into through the gap, almost as if he's playing a cannon on the pink here. The way the reds are, you think he would be guaranteed to bring everything into play, but he'll probably play for single reds. Does break build different to what he used to. He's much more measured
37.
and doesn't sort of crash bang into the pack now as quickly as he used to.
38.
Relies on his unbelievable cue ball control. This time he did decide it was the right time, and it's absolutely perfectly played. The bridging may be a little bit awkward, but the way the reds are, this frame is going to be over as quickly as the first one, it seems.
asking for the spider, perhaps just as well.
Yeah, he's got options. He's got a red to the middle if he wanted, but this is the obviously red that... Okay, it's awkward to play, but it's guaranteed position on the black, really. Coming round to now to look at the red to left middle. I think he'll end up playing this one, if I'm honest. Obviously, the spider is no distraction.
46.
Seems to be walking quite gingerly around the table, Phil, do you think? Obviously, we know he does a lot of running. May have picked up an injury, I don't know.
52.
With the moorland around here, some lovely spaces to go and run in.
53.
Both of them running through these racks, aren't they?
This has been a masterclass, though, in cue ball control and break building. It really has.
$61.
From the opening mid-distance pot that was struck to perfection. It's just never looked in danger at any stage.
$68. 69.
In that interview with Rob Walker before the match, Rob Milkins described Ronnie O'Sullivan as the greatest player ever to pick up a cue, and who could possibly argue when he's at his best? He makes the game look so easy. But I think you're right about his movement.
Well, that was a strange
76.
one. Not sure what happened there, whether it was a cushion or not, but it's overhit by a long way.
77.
They say the most difficult pots into blind pockets. That was dispatched with ease. It's almost like an exhibition match, this way this one has started off with these two players.
$82. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 82.
Breaking down
and the
in
frame.
the 80s as Rob Milkins did in the opening frame. Very attractive stuff from both so far. It's all tied up, one frame each. Welcome back to Bolton and day 4 of the 10th anniversary
Thanks, Ronnie.
Kazoo Champion of Champions.
Thank you. The third frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
We're watching the most successful player in this tournament's history, Ronnie O'Sullivan, looking for a 4th engraving on this trophy. So far, Stephen, frames of 9 minutes and 8 minutes, your kind of snooker.
Yeah, this match. Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. It doesn't really
Foul.
take long, even if it goes
Ronnie
4-3.
O'Sullivan, 4.
He cued that well, but not quite well enough. And very fortunate with the outcome of the cue ball.
One.
That was a quintessential shot to nothing. But if he lays a snooker here and gets O'Sullivan in trouble, it could lead to plenty.
Yeah, a little bit careless with the snooker, Robert Milkins, because he really could have done with blocking or not allowing Ronnie O'Sullivan to come to the left-hand side of the table. You can see there's a line of reds that should be able to roll into and not leave anything. It's playing into the two reds beside the black. But if he didn't have the access to that side of the table, that shot wouldn't have been on, so yeah, a little bit careless from Robert.
Sometimes even the greatest ever has to accept that he can't put his opponent in trouble, just has to contain and wait.
This time has blocked out the left side of the table. An excellent cue ball. Surprising miss.
Hasn't potted a ball from distance yet. That was the easiest of the three he's missed.
One.
That was a nice pot, tight under the side cushion. Screw into the two reds, just to the right and underneath the pink. No, he hasn't got into the cue ball hasn't gone to the cue ball at all there. That's a bad shot. Wasn't a difficult cannon.
8.
Sure if there's a plan. Well, you can see the two reds pointing towards the corner pocket. Does that come to his rescue? Yeah.
9.
Fortunate to have that, but again, he's forgotten about the positional side of the shot. No hesitation though, getting down for this yellow.
Eleven. Thank you. 12.
Well, he's pulling out some good pots to keep this break going, but it just shows the importance of cue ball control. You just can't keep potting yourself out of trouble. He needs to get back into position.
Foul. Rob Milkins, 12.
Brown completely
Well
off
done,
the table. Has he got away with this? Had to do an awful lot to gain position.
Well, the crowd applauds, but this was a fluke, acknowledged by Ronnie. Got a safety shot all wrong there. Another beautifully struck mid-range pot. And that fluke looks like it could be the deciding shot in this frame.
6.
Yeah, there was no hint of guilt in that blue, was there?
Seven.
When you play long frame matches, multi-session matches, sometimes run of the balls can change between players, but in best of 7, quite often one player can get the majority of it and it can be decisive, as
30.
it looks like being in this frame.
$40.
Yes, and O'Sullivan getting a fluke seems almost unfair. It's like a millionaire winning the lottery.
$20. 21. 27. $28. 34. 35.
Choosing to go all the way up for a bulk colour rather than just screw up for the blue. He maybe felt that he didn't want to run the risk of finishing short on the blue. As he got the angle
38.
in this red just to flick the other one away from the black. Not got a lot of angle there.
39. $45. 46.
It's exactly the same time that each player has been taken to play their shot. Rob Milkins was obviously quicker after that first frame. Ronnie's been steadily bringing his shot time down.
51.
Just as red then. Okay, this started with a fluke, but since
52.
then, as I say, it's been inevitable what was going to happen.
$59. 60.
'Lots of check side to get on the last red.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 60. And the frame.
But the black was well past the point of being important. It was a fluke, followed by fantastic. We expected the exchanges to be fast, fluent,
Thank you. Frame 4. Rob Milkins to break.
and we have not been disappointed. If you're just joining us, Rob Milkins won the first frame with a break of 81. O'Sullivan with runs of 82 and 60. The latter started by a fluke. That's gone in front at 2-1.
Yeah, one or two loose shots coming in from Robert Milkins now. Obviously started off this match very well, but is not getting control of that cue ball at all.
1.
Maybe walking around the table, maybe he has injured himself some way, but when he gets down to the shot, it's been business as usual. Cueing beautifully.
Three. 4.
The extent of Milkins' task. He's never won 2 frames in a match against O'Sullivan that's been over 1 session. The only time he's won 2 frames against Ronnie was in the last 16 of the World Championship in
11.
2002, 20 years ago. And he lost that match 13-2.
12. $90.
Now, he caught that
20.
red just a little bit too thick, even though it went in. And now the cue ball is right in amongst them. Please don't roll off. Please get there. What a shot. What a camera shot.
Yeah,
26.
table run very true there, doesn't it? I mean, he's not out of the woods yet. It's not fantastic pot. He's going to need another one now. This is just as difficult.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 26.
Took a bit of a risk there, playing it that way, because he knew he was going to leave this red to the green pocket, should he miss. So quite an aggressive shot choice, or aggressive way of playing it, I should say.
One.
Well, he's 2-1 behind Robert Milkins, but you can see he's got 5% advantage in pot success, which seems strange when you consider Ronnie seems to be playing very well.
Last night,
8.
Mark Allen lost 6-1. His pot success rate was 95%.
9.
This is a big moment in this match for Robert Milkins. 2-1 behind. Good chance to go 2-2. You feel if he doesn't take this chance, he's going to struggle to win this match.
$16. $17. $24. 25.
Shake of the head because he didn't get hold of
32.
the cue ball as he wanted.
$33.
Perfectly on the yellow. Just stun off one cushion for a choice of reds to the right corner.
$35. $36. $43. $44. 51. 52.
It was a very attacking red that O'Sullivan took
59.
on, and now, maybe, there's cause for regret.
6.
Milkins not here just to make up the numbers.
$67. 68.
Yeah, very well played. As I said, the way Ronnie played that red, it came with a risk. He was leaving Robert in, but oh, he's taking these well.
75. 76.
Great match so far, Phil.
It is. You know, Rob Milkins has only made 1 century against O'Sullivan in the past. Is he going to double his tally and send a message?
82. 84.
To be fair, I think the message has already been sent.
$87.
This is precisely what he's capable of.
$91.
Apart from that Gibraltar Open win, he's also been in 6 world ranking event semi-finals. You don't do that without having abundant talent.
102. On the play.
Gold top
Rob
step
Milkins.
from the Milkman. He's back on level terms. Terrific contest. It's 2-2. Robert Milkins. Arms folded, looking a little glum. No need. He's acquitting himself very well indeed. 2-2 against Ronnie O'Sullivan. Everything to play for in this sprint
Ronnie
to 4.
O'Sullivan to break.
Well, something the top players don't like to see of the break off, the black being surrounded by red straight away. Can sometimes point to a bit of a scrappier frame, but it's not a good cue ball from Ronnie's break off, and Robert Milkins' hand on table. We expect him to pot this.
One.
It's 4 out of 4 potting from distance for Milkins. We've seen enough now. We've got enough evidence to know he's got the ability to win this match.
6.
At this stage, it's about belief and nerve.
Seven.
There's an obvious red to play for. It's in the open. I just wonder if he's got an angle to maybe go into the black and 2 reds here. Play some sort of cannon. Top spin right hand side. And I decided against that. And you can tell the frustration. You see the direction the cue ball was going. I think that shot was on.
12.
This could be end of break. I don't see how he can get position of the colour from this red now. Yeah, it's dead straight.
Rob Milkins, 12.
Could have gained a great deal from knocking in that red, but he might well have cost himself a great deal. We'll see. Plenty of work to do, though, even for someone of O'Sullivan's break-building capabilities.
1. Yellow ball. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
It'll be interesting to see. Robert plays a safety off the red to the right of the black, or off the main bunch. Off the main bunch would be the more aggressive shot, opening the reds up. But you must get a good cue ball. Oh, decided to play it thin off the main bunch. Interesting to see how Ronnie plays this now, because he never plays a safety shot playing ball. He always puts some sort of side on to sort of create angles for the cue ball. Maybe trying to get in behind the yellow here. That's what he's trying. Not got enough pace on the cue ball. The direction was good.
So far, Stephen, the O'Sullivan accuracy from distance is not there.
Yeah, a long way off, and could have done a lot more damage as well. Cue ball still managed to get back up the bulk area, even though he missed the lone pot by a distance. This kind of distance, however, he's been very good at mid-distance pots. As usual, I put my commentator's curse on it, but once again, had an excellent run of the ball all afternoon, actually.
Yes, remember the red he missed earlier on when he left the cue ball touching the blue. Ridiculously awkward cueing. The fluke to initiate the break of 60 in the third frame. Twice he's got away with things in this frame already.
Yeah, it was important, Ronnie, to put the cue ball to the left side of the table, try and cover the route to balk. This is a tough shot. That's probably the toughest safety shot in snooker, that. Through the whole length of the table, the object ball's tight in the cushion, you've got to hit across it and get a thin contact. So difficult. Yeah, the reason Ronnie's saying to play the shot from there, Robert can't get to the right side of this red, the one he just played. So now he's going to have to come down the left side of the table.
One.
A deserved round of applause. Not an easy pot, and look at the cue ball.
Yeah, not an easy table.
Six.
This is a kind of situation where I think Ronnie Sullivan's at his best. He comes to a table like this, and you would never say it's a chance to win the frame in one visit, but so many times he manages to dissect the situation and
seven.
Make a frame win and break when it doesn't look on. Wonderful.
13.
Obviously still got the yellow. Don't know if he's on the pink to right middle, but it's the yellow that he wants to play. Okay, you could say the yellow is quite close to the pocket, but the control of the cue ball, as I said,
16.
when he first came to the table, it didn't look a frame winning chance. It does now.
I was a little concerned about the yellow because he's such a positional perfectionist. When he loses control of the cue ball, it can affect his concentration and his mindset, but he knocked it in with aplomb.
$22. $20. 28. $29. $35. $36. $42. $43.
Stephen, when you beat Jimmy White famously 18-17 in the World Final after White missed the black off its spot,
49.
the break he made from there was predominantly pinks.
50.
This very similar.
Yes, I mean it's an ideal way to compile a break, isn't it? Because you've got 4 pockets to use. The black's only 2 pockets, so it is. If you can do it that way, it's a good colour to use.
56.
And you obviously have to have great confidence in your middle pocket potting. And you'll see someone in the next match, Chelsea Tong, who I think is one of the best players in the world, pots in middle pockets. He's incredible. But as I said, when Ronnie came to the table, it didn't look like a chance to win the frame in one visit. But there's been no one like him that can win the frames in these situations.
63. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 63, and the frame.
Robert Milkins remains in his chair. The concession arrives. O'Sullivan's break, 63, not the highest of the match, but the best. It's a match exactly how you'd expect it to go in this, the champion of champions. Fluent.
Frame 6. Rob Milkins to break.
And above all, entertaining. And the result, well, still entirely possible. Milkins could snatch it. Average frame time just over 11 minutes, and every single frame so far has had a break of 60 or greater.
Well, has he got away with another one? Well, this is not an easy pot to left middle, but Ronnie should never have been having a go at it, or even having a look at it. Another very careless shot from Robert Milkins. Maybe a little bit of frustration having not been left anything from that Ronnie O'Sullivan miss. These are not easy. But made to look easy.
Yeah, the word careless is sometimes overused in snooker commentary, but it was absolutely appropriate there. That really was a careless safety.
Six. 7.
Yeah, you'd be a brave person to bet against that careless safety being Robert Milkins' last shot in this Champion of Champions. The frames Ronnie has won. He's done it in one visit to the table with an 82, a 60 and a 63.
9.
I'm kind of expecting the same again here.
10.
It's not been full-on rocket to date. As I say, it looks like he's definitely carrying some sort of injury, so he's normally below 19 seconds a shot. Normally round about, never over sort of 18. So he's kind of just coasting round the table, but when he's down
50.
in the shot, it's still been business as usual. That cue ball
6.
pretty much on a string.
$23. $24. $31. $32. $37. $38.
Seen another grimace there as he got up from that shot. Just makes it look so easy, the game of snooker. I mean, it's ridiculously difficult.
44.
And it's just makes it simple.
45.
And it's all down to that cue ball. No one in the game controls it like Ronnie O'Sullivan.
He won the first two editions of the Champion of Champions in 2013 and 14. Regained the title in 2018.
52.
And one thing he's never done, he's never lost in the first round in this event. That proud record looks like being intact.
53.
Yeah, the way Robert Milkins, who hasn't played bad, you have to say, in this match. He's won his two frames with 81 and 102. Okay, the run of the balls has not helped him, you have to say. When Ronnie's made mistakes, he's not left anything for Robert to go at. But it could have been a tricky afternoon for Ronnie O'Sullivan, but he's, well, looks like just brushing him aside. Although a slight loss of cue ball there. I'm not sure the red to the left of the cue ball goes to the left corner. If not, he's just left this tricky. When you miss these, you tend to leave them over the pocket. When you miss them.
61.
Yeah, you kind of knew when Robert played that careless safety, and then when Ronnie potted the red to left middle, it was all over.
67. 68.
The applause from the mathematicians in the audience, they know that was frame and match ball.
$75.
I suppose the missing components in this victory has been the century break.
They've never been in short supply with Ronnie O'Sullivan.
82.
In pro competition. He's made 1,177 of them.
80.
But you always want more.
$90.
Cruising into the final of the group tonight against,
91.
well, no disrespect to Mink, but you'd have to say he's going to be playing Zhao Sing Tong in the final tonight, and yeah, it's a match to look forward to.
$97. $98.
He's playing the Milkins, who came into I'm a cider drinker. But Ronnie O'Sullivan finishes it off in champagne fashion.
106. $109. $130. $180.
What a thoroughly entertaining match it's been.
124.
Make no mistake, Rob Milkins played his part. But it's the star attraction of his crew, Ronnie O'Sullivan. What a way to complete victory. 131 the break, 4-2 the victory, and now he goes into the quarterfinals of a tournament in which he always seems to prosper.